with your subject aerodynamics. So
Yeah.
you can tell what all important things they should, care about aerodynamics, and in a brief, you can share your suggestion.
Yeah, sure. So welcome everyone. So in the regular classes, I think we have covered all the topics. We have done the complete course. So I would suggest you guys to keep revising the things that we have learned, and please do revise periodically. I know it's been some time that we have finished aerodynamics. Now you are in different subjects, but please do revise things periodically so that you don't forget. And as I suggested, I hope you all have written good short notes. I mean, very crisp notes which you can revise in the last minute. So keep revising those formulae and everything um, that whichever things that I've highlighted in the regular classes, which you should remember, please go through them. And and there was one very common doubt from everyone. I keep on receiving messages saying that should we prepare the derivations or the theory? For example, we have thin airfoil theory. There's like a long derivation. So I have repeated this in the class many times. It's not that you're not expected to by heart the entire derivation or something, but you should know how it is done or how it is derived. So there are few important things in the process of derivation that you will come across, which can come in the form of an MCQ or an MSQ. For example, assumptions used. Okay, so these things can be asked as an MSQ, which are sometimes confusing. So you should go through it and you should understand every bit of it. But again, you're not expected to remember all big formula and all. Okay, so but yeah, there are few formulae which, if you remember, it would be easier for you to solve the questions, because you will not be really finding time to derive everything from the scratch. Okay, so the results which are very important, which you should know by heart, but otherwise the concepts should be very clear. Okay, and yeah, that's all. And I don't think the questions are really difficult in aerodynamics, as it is observed from previous years. So you guys can easily score. It's a very good scoring subject. uh, yeah, so do not skip any topic. We have covered even the special topics. So they say it is special topic, but every year there is at least one or two questions from that, right? For example, critical Mach number, drag divergence Mach number, and all. So please do cover those topics. You can always expect questions from them. Okay, and yeah, otherwise, I also keep on getting some queries regarding mock tests, that you are not able to score good marks in mock tests. That is okay at this stage. Please do not worry about the marks. Focus on the learning. So learn from your mistakes. So after the mock test is done, please spend some good time on reviewing the questions where you went wrong, and which is your weak area. Focus on that. Go revise if something you've forgotten, or if there's a concept gap. Identify those weak spots and work on them. Also, if you find some interesting question or a good conceptual question, please note it down, or find out if there's an easy way to solve it, if there's any trick which can save your time in the exam. Okay, so yeah, I mean, IGC mock tests questions are a bit tough, so you should not get demotivated if you score less at this point. Yeah, if you take more and more tests, you will gain that confidence. Ultimately, in the final exam, I mean, if you have attempted all the mock tests and done all the assignments and everything, I don't think you will have any difficulty in solving aerodynamics questions. Yeah, so that's all from my side. If you have any other questions, you can take it up. Anyone? Any questions?
Yeah, we'll take up questions toward end. Yeah. So
Okay.
now, Mr. Dheeraj, you take gas dynamics part, so you can share your quick insight.
Yes, sir. So Sanjay sir has he told in a very good way. Uh, that's like most of the things that I wanted to say. But also, like uh, coming to the derivations part, there are okay aerodynamics. There are longer derivations than GD and rocket propulsion combined. But like the concept behind the derivation has to be thoroughly studied, and just I would say that you need not remember the whole derivation, but some important uh, like I would say, for example, asymptotic Mach number and stuff. So these are some little things that would help you solve the questions in a faster way. Not like you won't be able to solve without knowing that result. You will be able to solve, like in our normal classes also. Some questions we have seen that it can be solved by two ways, and one way is always easier than the other one. So once you are at a point where you can solve it in the easier way, easier method, then I think you will be able to like score better marks, because you'll have a question time to stress on the tougher questions, right? And GD and rocket propulsion are like the easiest subjects, I would say. Like you should be scoring full. I have not no excuses if you are not scoring full. You have to score full. Rocket propulsion, two or three questions. GD and rocket propulsion are mostly like interlinked to each other. So five questions you can expect. So 5 out of 5 you should be able to solve. And from the everything is covered in the classes mostly. And if you guys have any doubts, please reach out to me. And so yeah, so just like Sanjay sir told, like if you are scoring less in mock exams, don't worry, we also scored less. But how you get back and revise the concepts where you're lacking, so that's what matters the most. And that's the differentiating parameter between you guys and the guys who are scoring the top marks, right? So that's it. Any queries we can take up, like Dinesh sir has told.
Yeah, yeah,
So that's from.
will take up. So they can write their queries to. Yeah, so Shruti will take up your subject, propulsion. So please share your
Yes, sir.
insight.
Yes.
And you guys can tell also on any particular topics, or in a subject where they are asking frequently questions. Sanjay, Dheeraj, and yeah, Shruti, you can start, and then later on you guys can say.
Yeah, so for the
Yeah,
part
Shruti.
of propulsion, I would say that both, as in the engine part like turbofan, turbojet, ramjet, and as well as the compressor and turbine, they both are equally important. And mostly, if you have seen the trends in the previous year, so there is 50-50% of both. The weightage is like 50-50%, the rotating machine as well as the engines. So you should be good at both. But the thing is, um, there are various stuffs, like in case of rotating machines, there are velocity triangles that you need to remember, and there are some formulas which you need to remember in order to solve some numericals. So those things should be there in your short notes, that are very important. The other thing, coming to the engines, the schematic diagram, the TS diagram for the engines are very much important. That should be in your short notes so that you can quickly revise that what all parameters, what all components are there in the engines as well as the rotating machines. And so there are few formulas which you need to remember, and there are few formulas which you can derive from some of the formulas. So there is no need to mug up each and everything. You need to understand that how that formula has come up. And in order to understand that, you need to be strong at your concepts. So one more thing is that if you must have seen that MCQs are the most confusing part of the entire exam. And in order to solve those MCQs, you need to be very strong at your concepts. So I would suggest that don't think that the time is very short to refer to a book for a concept. I would always say that you can you can look up at the questions. If you're struggling at some concept, you can take help of book. Don't think that the time is very short, and reading a book will consume a lot of time. See, you have gone through the lectures, you have gone through the assignments, you have gone through the practice problem sessions also. So now you are very clear at the concepts. So referring a book will be quite quick as well. So yeah, that is the suggestion. Your short notes should be very crisp, and that it should contain what I said before, like velocity triangles and the engine schematics and all formulas which are very necessary to solve. So yeah, that's it.
Shruti, IGC have its own short notes also after you guys recently we prepared last 2 years. So we'll share. I think everybody or most of them have access. But if they might not have used, I will share as a reminder. So those short notes you guys can see it and write. And whenever you guys do revision, guys do write and revise, especially formula, so you guys properly remember. Many are telling they are not able to recall formula during exams, mock exams, so they have to practice, write and remember like that. So that's what I suggest. Yeah, any other thing you want to tell, Shruti?
No, sir. If they have any doubts, they are most
Yeah,
welcome to
yeah,
share.
yeah, they can write. Yeah, sure. So Praveen, please share your insight on flight mechanics part, then I'll take over
Yes,
to
I
last. Yeah, please.
hope my voice is audible.
Yeah, yeah, you are audible.
Okay. Okay. So first of all, congratulations to all of you for getting through at this stage. Now is the time to step up your game and play to your strengths. First thing first that I would say is don't revise any new topics which you haven't yet covered. Okay, that's what the first thing I would say. Please revise whatever you are thorough so far. Please repeat it, revise it, because I would like to every student to write down the formulas in performance and stability as at least 5 to 10 times minimum, so that it registers in your mind, and then you don't get a panic attack when you see a question in an exam. Okay? Second thing is, please solve a lot of questions from John D. Anderson book, because I keep reiterating the same in the group, but most of you are not able to follow that. So I advise you to go through two books in particular for performance: Introduction to Flight and Aircraft Performance and Design by JDA. Okay, and for stability, you can refer to Robert C. Nelson. That is more than enough as far as our gate examination is concerned. Okay, and in addition to that, ITC has prepared short notes as well as formula sheets for your own well-being. Okay, so please practice them in total. Like I said, practice maketh man. Okay, so you have to write it everything. Write down every formula which is there. It helps you in the long run, obviously. Okay, so that's what the suggestion is from my side. And anyone else has any doubts? Alvej, how was the course? And others, Deepashri, any doubts? Any suggestions you want me to uh, take in? No, still
Yeah,
silent
so
like in
they
class.
can ask doubt in group, like in chat. So we'll take up all the
Yeah, yeah,
Praveen doubts. So thank you.
yeah,
So I will add my point now. If you take a structures module, guys, so I always clearly say SOM is most important subject in structures module. So you should be thorough, guys. And structure like SOM is very scoring subject. So there are some kind of understanding required in terms of the sign convention, how to take equilibrium, and then it's all about formulas, formulas, formulas. So you have to remember all the formulas well, and also you should know how to execute those formula in given data. Okay, so for that, good amount of practice is required. And IGC have very good assignments, and also mock exams questions are quite good, especially SOM part. So you guys thoroughly solve those questions along with PYQ. So I think that will be sufficient for SOM. Then the next is what mechanical vibration, the next important subject. So you guys should not skip that subject, because some questions will be easy from vibration. Maybe one questions, maybe sometime tougher side. So vibration will have like 3 to 4 questions usually. So do well. And the last is what? Thin wall structures. So gate perspective, thin wall structure is not that important, but if you work in industry, it is very important subject as far as aerostructure is concerned, or for overall understanding of your aerospace engineering subjects. Also, structure is important later on when you get in industry. But don't over worry about that subjects, because some questions are quite lengthy from that subject, and there are some concepts where you need very good understanding. So my whole lectures are available in fact on YouTube. Last year's lectures, those who are not direct class students or not target students, target gate course students, so can refer. And those who have already taken classes, they can refer lectures. I think you guys might have referred already and uh, done all the PYQs practice, because we have solved almost every question, right guys? In thin walled structures, we have solved each and every gate question till 2024. Raman, I think even last year's and this year's questions also I included in latest, lectures. So do that much only from that subject. So the most important part in structures module, you have to do good practice. And for that, it's very simple, guys. Solve IGC assignments and then IGC, mock exams questions. No other questions. I will not suggest currently from textbook and all, because there are n number of questions if you take Gare or Maxen also. So that much time is not required, and that kind of complicated questions they may not ask. Usually, maybe one or two max. Other than that, all the questions will be on easier or moderate side. So you guys should not, miss any marks from structures, because structure is another USP of IGC, right? We teach or put lot of efforts. Every institute teach all subjects well, but structures, somewhere they lack. So this will be. And today I think we have not invited math and FT, faculties. So from their side, I can add on like IGC have very good assignments for mathematics also, aptitude also. Today also I have shared in group. So guys, I will suggest solve each and every questions of that aptitude assignments, same way from mathematics assignments. And there are so many questions in mock exams for math and aptitude. So guys, be strict to those questions for practice. Last moment, don't sit and try RS Agarwal or some other book. Same way for mathematics also, will not suggest anything. And do regular practice on math and aptitude. If you are preparing full time for gate, then at least 2 to 3 hours every day you put in math and aptitude, guys. If you are very good in that, then you can focus on other core subjects more. If you are weak in these subjects, definitely these two subjects will be rank decider, or real differentiator between good rank and a reasonable or so rank. Okay. So if you are college students or working, then I will suggest alternate days, at least practice 2 hours around math and aptitude. So you will be in touch with all different types of topics. More and more you practice, you will get better ideas to solve new questions. And I think these all about these two modules. And now mock exams already started, so we have already discussed in previous sessions. So you should write mock exams on time, and in between two mock exams you should revise, you should practice well, you have to analyze also. So three things after every mock exams you should do. First, write mock exams. Even if you get 10-20 percentage or marks, also fine. Try to solve each and every questions. You may able to solve further 30-40% or 50%. You may not able to solve another 40%. That's also fine, but at least 60-70% if you try to solve on your own, then your problem solving skill will get improved. So for that you should take like 3 hours exam, so another 3 to 5 hours you should spend and do. Which all questions you are not able to solve, no worry. This year we have planned mock solution classes from coming week. So there we will try to, we'll solve mostly each and every questions of each mock exam. Okay, two mock exams will go together and we'll do. So that time you guys can learn how to solve those questions, or you guys can ask in doubt group also. That is also mentioned key, like this exam you can share before, after that next exam doubt. And uh, you guys have to study everyone, like either you are preparing full time, or you are preparing with college studies, or working 4 to 5 hours minimum every day. You have to find 2 3 hours in morning, 2 3 hours in night if you are working college student, because there is no substitute of hard work. As good as your revision, as good as you will be your memory, as good as your practice, as good as you will be your accuracy. Yeah, I know it's going on. You see, mock exams you can write Deepasri later, but you have to study. Even your semester exams are going on 2 3 hours. You have to do revision. You can use IGC revision sheets. Keep revising, like alternate day. One day do revision, one day do practice, because you need to be in constant touch with preparation. Once your mock like semester exams over, then you put as many hours for writing mock exams also every day. Then you write mock exams and complete, and then keep doing analysis of that. Now the last and list is, we'll have later on also some sessions on further how to write mock exams and all. But now you have to get confidence in like complete syllabus, because we are in January. It's still like 10 15 days. You can put multiple revision on whole syllabus. Okay, because you have to remember in 3 hours everything. So initially you may remember some subjects, other subjects you may forget. So you have to keep revising. First start with revising in-depth notes. So you sit for 5 6 hours, complete 2 3 subjects in-depth notes revision. Shravani, the calculation mistakes, you have to be more focused during exam. You have to write more steps when you do mistakes, and you need to remember formulas well. uh, there are many things which you should do, so you do less mistakes. So that also we'll discuss. Okay, so I think that's all from my subjects and my input part. Now you guys can ask questions and we can answer. But make sure you guys, whoever those you guys 40 plus people join this session, I can assure all of you can get a very good rank, a good rank or reasonable rank. None of you, if you like that guy, I couldn't get a good result. Whatever marks you have in mock exams today, at least you can double or triple also. Clear, everyone? Anumdala. It is all about how determined you are, how best you guys follow us. Okay, so it is applicable to everyone. If your marks are in 40s, you can make it to 60s. Okay, mock marks or real gate exam, even if you are getting 40 marks in consistently in mock exams, you can get 60 marks in real exam. So mock exam mark is not only criteria to get very good marks in gate exam. Mock marks will give you kind of direction. Yes, your preparation is good, but still there are cases where you get less marks, but in final exam you get very good marks. So don't worry about mock marks, but you should be more determined in terms of revision, practice, writing mock exam and analyzing mock exam well. Just four these tasks do well: revise well, practice well, write mock exams and analyze mock exam well. Slowly everything will fall in place till when exam day arrive. So that's all. Yeah. I think Nirav, we can discuss these things later, about post gate guidance. These things regarding BARC vacancy and all. Okay. Yeah. Mock exam solution session I told na it will happen from next week. For exam one and two we will take together. Two exam we will take together. Okay. Yeah. Now guys, yeah, we will do recording. Not in worry. Yes, guys. Now quickly ask questions. So in any now you guys can ask subject related questions also quickly. All of us are there. So what I'll do, I will share few things from my side, like short notes link, aptitude assignments already I shared today. Math assignments link I'll share, and you guys have already other subjects links already, guys. Hopefully. Okay, 2016 Bark actually, the exam if they take it will be through mechanical. They don't have aerospace stream, so you have to read notification well because in Bark, I'm not sure Aero guy can work or not, but they don't have
No, there are no aero
aerospace.
vacancies. It's only for mechanical.
Yeah. But still they can read well. Even sometime aero related work is there, but they prefer to get mechanical people like Bale, right? Bharat Electronics Limited, Sanjay, they work a lot,
Yeah.
many things. They have hired actually masters from aerospace, okay, in
Yeah, yes, sir.
IIT
They do come
Kharagpur.
for placements. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I think those vacancies are very peculiar to master students. I think the
Yeah.
centralized recruitment they don't consider BTech in aerospace.
But they have considered sometime for JRF. Okay, but I don't know
Okay,
why
okay.
for engineers they are not like full-time position, BTech they are not done. Yeah. So guys, let's now stick to this technical part. Any question, guys? Anything related preparation? Any calculation mistakes? Sanjay, can you want to tell anything in a brief?
Yeah, so about calculation mistakes, so yeah, it's most likely the silly mistakes part. The only solution to that is practice, practice, and practice. So, as you take more mock tests and so when you take mock tests, be sure that you are in that exam environment. Please don't take it lightly. Okay, take it seriously so that you know like to what extent you're making the silly mistakes. And so it's only through practice and repeatedly solving questions you'll be able to control it. But nevertheless it happens to everyone, so don't panic about it. It even happened to me. I lost good deal of marks in silly mistakes. But the only way to control is that you practice and have a good presence of mind. And also about silly conceptual mistakes, see guys, you have around 2.5 to 3 minutes for every question. So it's not bad to spend at least 30 seconds to 1 minute in reading and understanding the question rather than attempting it wrong. So, like from aerodynamics point of view, even in regular classes, when I give you some questions to practice, I've seen most of you making some silly mistakes, like considering the flow to be incompressible when it is compressible, right? So you should take care of these small things, because the formula that you know and which is very well applicable to most of the problems may not be applicable to the problem that you are facing now. So read the question properly, take some time, think about like what in which direction to proceed, and always it's a good habit to write down the data in the question first. So if they've given you CL max, surface area, span, everything, so just write down all the data first, so that it will be easier for you to put down in the formula and calculate it rightly. Also, if you have a good handle with the online calculator thing, which I think you will get from the mock tests also, so the calculation mistakes won't happen in general. Okay.
Yeah, so everyone or all of you must, use Gate Kelsey and using mouse. Okay, guys, now practice using Gate Kelsey with a different mouse. Okay, guys. So don't use hand calculator or similar scientific calculator, and also don't use by keyboard. Use by mouse, and try to use different mouse. So there is one question, Aditya's. Can you read, Sanjay? It's a arrow related question. Quickly answer, please.
Yeah. So Sahil, see, whenever you encounter a question from potential flow theory, I've repeated this in the class as well. It always starts from writing down the stream function and the potential function. Okay. So if they have given you some combination of flows, immediately remember what is the phi, what is the psi for that individual flow. Write it down first, and then you think about how to manipulate it. Okay. So they might ask you what is the equation of a streamline, or they might ask you what is the stagnation point, or where does the stagnation point occur, what is the stagnation streamline. So there are some standard questions in that. So all of this starts from first writing down the potential function or the stream function for the complex flow. So start from that step, and then you will get an idea on how to manipulate it. Okay.
Yeah.
So
So another
it
one
is
question, Aditya. Camber equation and required involved integration. This something
no.
write as.
So yeah, recently I have not seen them asking questions from cambered airfoil. So most of the questions are they just give you angle of attack, ask you to find the lift coefficient, or they'll just they're very simple questions, either related to aerodynamic center or center of pressure, which can be solved using the standard equations. So they'll not ask you to solve complex integral. See, because when they set question, they'll also keep in mind that you don't have infinite time, right? So you should be able to solve it in the given time. So even if it appears, it won't be very complicated.
Yeah, one question, Prandtl line lifting theory.
Yeah, there's a question. Yeah, facing similar difficulty in Prandtl's lifting line theory. See, I can tell you most of the question is going to come from finding the induced drag. Okay, so I hope you know the drag polar equation, right? CD is equal to CD naught plus KCL square. So most of the questions will be revolving around this only. So here the thing is that they might give you some data. You have to find out CL, or you have to find out the span efficiency factor and all those. So if you just solve some questions, I think in the class we have solved good enough questions on this, right? I think in the last class where we solved some thin airfoil theory and Prandtl's lifting line theory questions. You can refer. So guys, these questions are not at all difficult, and as far as I have seen from previous years, they are not complicated at all, mostly straightforward. So only complicated question might come from control volume analysis. So where you should not get confused on which governing equation to use. Okay.
Yeah, so one question, Dheeraj, you have normal shock wave question. Uh, I think both are there, numerical type question also there, right?
Someone asked normal. Yeah.
Yeah, or just theoretical.
Uh, Moving normal shock. As we have seen, there are nowadays they are giving numerical type of questions also, and every year they are at least giving one. So one or two they are giving for sure. So I think you should uh, like get the concept right. So moving shock, whenever you see a moving shock, just transform the coordinate system to a stationary shock and solve the question. I think any question can be solved using that concept.
Yeah, so Ashish, uh, solution is very simple, guys. Somebody preparing 100% for gate. So what should be their schedule? And there will be plenty of people who are preparing for 100% gate among you all today, whoever joined. So I'll suggest you study in 3 slot. Okay, keep things very simple. Whichever day exam is not there, study in three slots. So each slot should be 3 to 4 hours, like morning slot. It can start whenever you wake up, get ready, and then start studying after having light breakfast. Study 3 to 4 hours. Then you have lunch time. You can spend like 2 hours around in your lunch time, 1 to 2 hours. Then the second slot again 3 to 4 hours. You have to study in evening slot, like 3 to 6 kind of thing. Okay, 3 to 6 or 4 to 7 or like that. Clear? And then last slot is your night slot, where again you have to study 3 to 4 hours. Okay, but not less than 3 hours. Okay, so minimum 9 hours you should clock, and that is your night slot, which can starts based on like your convenience, like 9 to 12, or it can be like 10 to 1 or like that. Clear? So now out of these three slots, one slot you put for math and FT. If you are weak, then for sure. Okay. If you are weak for math and FT, then for sure you should try to get minimum 20 marks. You should have target to get 20 marks in math and aptitude if you are preparing 100% for GATE preparation. Then you have to revise 3 to 4 hours in noon. You can revise, or better in noon you can put on practice, because that time may be lazy time. Okay, so what you can do, you can reverse also. Math and aptitude is in interesting also, so you can allot math and aptitude afternoon session, and you should revise. Morning is a good time, so you remember also well. So morning you revise, and revise while revising, write. Okay, especially formulas and all, keep writing. Then the night slot, where you spend time in practicing. But while practicing, guys, don't overshoot in one question. Don't put more time. Maybe you try 5-10 minutes, you maximum you think. If not working, don't put on hold. Put on hold. First solve other questions. You spend at least you should solve in 3 to 4 hours some 20-40 question, right? So solve other question, and towards the end your mind will be keep working. Same time you can put in group, somebody may answer, and then you start thinking back by referring the right concepts, right chapter, like that. So that should be the simple strategy for preparation for last whatever number of days you have. Now if you are college students, okay, so college students, like if you can get up early in morning, then you can study. Now it's a very cold also, it is tough to get up in morning, but still some people, then they should study 2 to 3 hours revision in early morning. If they can't get up, then everything they have to do till late night. First they have to revise, and then they practice. So in there, like revision should be every day. Practice like one day core subject and one day math and FT. Clear? Even if you are working, then also you have to follow the same thing. Like one day they have to practice math aptitude, one day core subjects. And revision, in revision there are like some subjects where you are strong, so you have to make your strong subjects further stronger, and you have to improve in your weak subject. But we will not suggest you to study something new. Sometime, even if you at least next 20 days don't study anything new. There will be some 1 week of window. By the time you complete everything, then you can get in touch at least through quickly through like short formula sheets of IGC or some IGC notes. You can go through some topics which you might not have touched, but most of the subjects you guys have touched. Then you have to follow next 20 days this. Now mock exams also there. So currently if your exams are going on, then like it is tough to suggest you write mock exams. But if you do not write mock exams now, you will be under pressure towards end. So at least like as and when you get even time in night time, Deepashri, you have to start writing mock exams. So later part, you will be having enough data ki what kind of mistakes you are doing, which all subjects you need to understand in a better way or practice or revise well. So like that. So there is no other way wrong. Okay. Now, yeah, one more question, Joukowsky, conformal and Joukowsky aerofoil. I think no, right? You, Sanjay, you can answer on this. Then Shruti, there is
So
one question, how device propulsion you can answer.
yeah, I don't think there are any questions based on conformal transformation and Joukowsky airfoils, at least in recent years. We have seen some questions in very early years, like 2000, 7, 9, and all. But after that, it was removed from the syllabus. So that is the reason we did not do conformal transformation in the class, because it involves again a lot of mathematics and long derivations. So just remember the basics that I have told you. Like for example, what is that Joukowsky transformation that converts a circle to an airfoil in the complex plane? And Joukowsky airfoil has a cusped trailing edge. So few important points like this you can remember. Okay, if at all in worst case it appears in MCQ or MSQ, so that you have an idea. Okay, but I'm sure there won't be any numerical based on that.
Yeah, so guys, another thing which is very important, guys, do enjoy your learning, because many of you will be feeling, yes, many things I learned during gate preparation. So if you enjoy learning, you will learn or you will study for more hours. And guys, do some physical activity so you don't get laziness, and be away from like procrastinations and daydreaming and all. Instead, that you do some kind of meditation or chanting. So that's what simple thing I'll suggest. Yeah, Shruti, can you answer that propulsion question, like how they should plan revision on for propulsion?
So as I mentioned that ref- like right now referring to your short notes and then appearing for mock exams is a good way to revise also. And apart from that, revising the concept, it is highly recommended to follow the short notes, and then trying out your concepts in the mock exam. So if you are failing to answer a particular question, look back at that concept again in the short note. If that doesn't help you out, then refer to the class notes that you might have taken during the classes and all. Refer to that and then again come back to that problem and resolve it. So right now, since it is a learning process, don't try to skip any of the problem. Try to do and attempt every problem and try to find answer for every problem. Like, don't leave a problem aside thinking that, oh, it's too difficult and it might not appear in gate exam, and let me just leave it. Don't do that. You need to get an answer for every question. So have that hunger in yourself, and the only thing is practice. So you when once you do once you solve a problem, you find it easy, then you can consider that that concept is very strong for you. So that will give you confidence. And if you are failing in some question, then that is your weakness. So you know that now I have to revise that concept more periodically, sort of. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so let's keep very simple everything. Like I think this is a summary from all of us: revise, practice, write mock exams, analyze mock exams. So this should be, a regular plan: revise, practice, write, analyze mock exam. Okay, so there is no shortcut. This is what like you guys all must do: revise, practice questions, and write mock exam, analyze mock exam. So when you analyze mock exams, again revision will also happen, practice will happen, right? Agreeing every, yes, right, Shruti? Because you have to practice those mock questions and then you have to
Correct,
refer
sir.
which all concepts you don't know. So this is
Yes.
what things keep. Yeah. See, I am okay till 10th, 11th, but you should not get wake up and you start thinking I will write mock exams after 20 only, after 25 only. I will suggest everyone, all of you, to start mock exams at least by 10th or 15th. Okay, because 12 mock exams are there, guys. Don't worry, you may not get maximum good marks, but reality you will come to know. Exam pressure you will feel. You have to start making habit of sitting for 3 hours, guys. The success has its own journey. Okay, so you have to follow these right steps. Yeah, Ramandeep, you want to ask something? Ah, yes, another thing, Dheeraj. Yes, otherwise they will, skip just, and they will be over dependent on solution, Dheeraj. Like we have seen, many people skip live classes, though they join live course, Dheeraj, and then they over depend on recording. So same
Yes,
thing
sir.
will happen. Same thing will happen, guys. You write exams as early, then you'll have more time to go through, analyze, learn on your own. See, as much as you learn now on your own, as good as will be your gate result, right? See, every time we should not do spoon feeding, but still we are planning right mock solutions, right? Because what I see, there is like IGC is not providing direct solution. So at least I thought to have this kind of session where interaction also may happen as a like doubt support. And it is not necessary everybody join that. It is like those who have time, they can join. Others should focus more and more on revision, practice, writing mock exams instead of investing time in attending or listening teachers. Clear everyone? This part, there is no hard and fast. You attend upcoming mock solution classes. Instead of that, you guys rather should put efforts in revise, practice, write mock exams and analyzing mock exam. If you have some doubt, of course, recording will be there. Directly you go, refer that particular question because we will be doing, subject-wise solutions. Okay, then any other question, guys? Quickly, otherwise we'll wind up. Praveen,
I would like to
you
add a
want
point
to?
here, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, please.
Okay. So students, in the exam, you would be given a notepad within which you are supposed to work out your solutions and then fill in the answers in your display screen, right? Okay. So what I'd advise you to do is please keep the notebook in landscape mode and start practicing it, okay? Because I mean, I've seen it in several cases that if you keep the notepad in the portrait mode, if you keep solving it, I mean, most of us have a big handwriting, right? So we write alphabets very big, right? So that hinders us because if you move on to the next page and if you miss the steps between, right, from one page to the other, that puts strain on tracing back the steps where we went wrong and sort of things, right? So what I'd advise you to do is, starting from this test series, please take a small notebook. Like I mean, the notebook shouldn't be more than your typical author's book. Like for instance, your the modern books you have, right? So it should take for instance, it should be smaller than even Anderson book. Okay, it should be that small, and try to write it small so that you are able to see what steps you have done. And if you miss out, let's say one student has pointed out, let's say you spend so much time on a question, please leave that page and then move on to the next page and then move on to the next question, okay? And once you complete all those questions, you can come back to the page where left with that problem and then trace back the steps and then you can solve that question, okay? So that's what I would like to add in here.
Yeah, so there is one more question. Stability. Somebody is facing, numericals. So what is the you are saying?
Stability, one second, let me just see it. Okay, so stability explain numerical is how to approach. Okay, so first thing is, I mean, please revise whatever that is taught in class, okay, Bhavika. And second thing is to work out all the problems that we discussed, that we solved in class, because I think that problems coupled with IGC problems is more than enough for your gate exam. Okay. If you face difficulty, please try to derive the equations. I wouldn't advise you to spend much more spending more time on the derivation. So please focus on the key formulas, and then try to as Sanjay pointed out, please write down the given data and the question and then try to apply it. That's what I would advise you to do. I hope I answered your question, Bhavika, right? You still have
Yeah,
any
yeah,
issue?
yeah. Yes, Nirav, that option is not there. In IGC MOOC, it is not there. So that to see the whole paper in PDF. Sorry, Nirav, that option currently we don't have. Mm, Now it will be tough to get also. If we get that option, we'll try to get in. Okay, Nirav? I'll try if we can get in as early.
But it's like a good
Yeah,
practice to go through all the questions, like 1 or 2 minutes at the starting of your exam, so
yeah,
that you
yeah, yeah,
know
yes.
what are the easy questions and what are the difficult questions.
Yes, but in our exam it is not there. We'll see that. So, guys, another suggestion. We have shared so many daily questions, daily quiz questions on YouTube. Those are like top class question, guys. Like math, aptitude, so many questions, right? More than 300 questions we have said in a year. Same way for all technical subjects. So, guys, those questions are like top class NPTL question, either theoretical or numerical question. It's still, I think, from last few days I'm not sharing. I will start back. So, guys, take those questions as seriously. IGC's, daily quiz question. Guys, don't skip those questions. Sometimes, as it is, question comes from NPTL question. Same, exactly same question they ask. So, guys, take. Okay, that question na you can check. You can put in a group na. If you feel any doubt, you put in a group. I think not possible because even answers we have, but we have not kept at one place. So that's why we like currently we are not sharing answers because when we have taken question, answer is always there. But now we have to go and rematch that source question and key. So currently it is not ready. So you solve. If you feel doubt, you can put in a group. You put na, those are technical questions, right? Nobody stop you putting in group. Those daily quiz questions also. That is the last part I want to highlight. So currently, guys, you may not focus, but down the line, like this month, and you start solving all the IGC daily quiz questions because by the time you guys will be in a good position in terms of whole syllabus revision, practice, and all. So I'll put at right time all the link for that daily quiz questions also, and please solve. All subjects questions are there from propulsion, stability, performance, SOM, fluid mechanics. So in fact, questions are there from this aerodynamics also, gas dynamics also. So there are many questions which are theoretical questions, and such questions they ask in GATE exam because those are NPTL questions. Okay,
Yeah, I think Tanish
because
had a doubt on how to efficiently manage time to maximize marks. Tanish, I would suggest you to attempt the exam in multiple rounds. Okay, so don't go from 1 to 65 always. So start from 1 mark MCQs, then go to 2 mark MCQs, then 1 mark NATs. Okay, finally attempt the lengthier questions. So don't always go in order. So I think in the exam, yeah, you get to see the entire question paper, right? So first finish off 1 mark MCQs. It will not take you few seconds in each question to answer. And if you see any question is lengthy and requires a detailed solution, keep that for the last round. So that will help you to maximize the marks.
simple. We will discuss on that also, Tanish. On 1 week before, also we do some kind of case studies. So we discuss about different scenarios. How many questions you have attempted, how much marks you are getting. You have to flag some question. Yes, there is. So some questions you may feel tough. So within 1 or 2 minutes, judge it and flag it. I'm not going to solve this question. At least 5 to 10 question, guys. You should skip initially 1 to 2 hours, right? At least 10 question, guys. 10 to 15 or even 20 questions, right? 10 to 15 question, guys, you can skip at least for first 2 hours. Then definitely your time management will be very good, and you will able to get better marks, do less mistakes, guys. If you solve one by one question, you will do silly mistakes because you will get under pressure for time part. So guys, first go through 1 mark question you solve, then you can solve like empty question which all can solve, then go through 2 marks question, there will be some easy questions, solve those questions. So like that you have to capitalize, like 2 to 3 rounds you must spend for whole paper solution. Okay, so minimum 2 3 round is good enough. Okay, 2 to 3 rounds, and 3 is the best. You should solve whole question paper in 3 round. One round like 1 marks and easy question, second round that moderate, and third is like those which you speak towards end. Okay. Fine then, guys, we can wind up. Any question those who are watching session on YT? Okay, so one more request to all of you, and including me, like please answer Dheeraj, Sanjay, Shruti, and Praveen their doubt on regular basis in group, like towards end of the day, whenever you guys find time, like night 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. Okay, at least half an hour or 45 minutes. Of course we'll be taking mock solution classes also, but there can be different kind of doubts. So just have a look at least once in a day in group, like anything for us to be done. Please lead us. Okay, and Shruti, please you as well, so they should feel yes, we are actively supporting them, and they get as best from us. And
Yes.
guys, don't worry, we all are IGCians, right? And IGCians always rocks anywhere. And I'm very happy to share, guys, uh, you know, uh, 4 of 4, right? They are the, now, very good position, especially in government sector, right? So all of them are IGCians, guys. So you all can get such things in your future. Just do well for GATE exams and keep doing well afterwards as well. Just in a, for your motivation, I told. So you guys can also get in the same path if you guys put right efforts now and later as well. Okay then, thank you guys. All the best. Thank you, Praveen. Thank you, Sanjay. Thank you, Dheeraj, and thank you, Shruti, for your time. And hopefully they will make best out of these efforts which we have put in last 1 year.
You
Thank
all
you
the
again.
best, everyone.
All the
Okay
best,
then,
guys.
guys. So Wednesday, guys, we may meet again for a brief. Mr. Jashwant will be there, so he will give his insight on analyzing mock part. We'll not spend much time on Wednesday. We'll finish it, and then you guys write exams accordingly. So Jashwant was, I think, AR 22 around, or 23 in GATE 2024. So he'll share his brief insight. Okay then, all the best, guys. Thank you. We'll wait.